Good morning, good afternoon, everyone. I hope you had a beautiful weekend, relaxed, recharged, and ready for a shortened week on the market. Well, it was a really volatile week last week as well. We have no complaint on volatility, that's for sure. And I really hope you had a beautiful green week last week, not just a great weekend indeed. So, welcome everyone. Hi, team. Good morning, Clifton. Hi, Brian. Nice to see you. If there is anything with the sound, any problem, please just let me know. Hi, Clifton. Thank you. Good morning, DVG. Yes, thank you to remind us. He just wrote actually even today already that we have a shortened week, and the reason for that, you can see it on my screen. Easter is coming, traders, and Easter here in the TEFS, of course, this is the time for great profit hunting except of the egg hunting. So as you can see, we are just going to make, actually we did already because we started the Easter egg promotion on the TEFs. So if you are thinking in funded accounts or challenges, this is the time, guys. So don't miss it. This is the big Easter sale by the TEFs. If you just go to the website and you got into the client area, like you need to register with your email, then you can just see the promoted prices and just pick any of them which you like. I just would like to remind you that student and over, you are eligible for a VIP room plus even private mentoring with me. So please use it, take it, buy it, and let's just trade together. Hi, Anticipator. Hi, Dor. Nice to see you, everyone. Mark, Steve, nice to see you. Good morning. So guys, yes, as DVG wrote already, and you can see Easter is coming, that's why we are going to have a shortened week. What does it mean? This means that actually this is a 4 days trading week. Friday, Good Friday, it's an official bank holiday, not just all over the world, but even on the US stock exchange. That means no trading, no stock exchange open, and no trading room is open. So on the YouTube, the TEFS trading room is going to have a break as well, and we are going for a real Easter egg hunting with my children at least. Hi, Banzai, nice to see you. Nitsan, nice to see you. I just wrote you an email on WhatsApp, please, if you, or email message, if you have time, please just answer, okay? Hopefully I will get it at this time. Okay, guys. All right, so let's just get back to what happened already. Hi, Miguel. Good morning to you. For the newcomers, I'm just telling you the Easter promotion, what you can see, but slowly I need to switch to the pre-market prices, guys, because seems like even the market is getting excited, not especially about the Easter egg hunting, but rather a possible profit hunting, or let's call it less tariffs. And this is meaning that I don't, I'm not talking, unfortunately, about withdrawing tariffs, but Trump is just made some exemptions from the tariffs, and this is going to get into Apple's and Nvidia future stock prices, at least, because the reason why Nvidia and Apple are going up, the exemptions are the first of all the smartphones, so it's good for Apple. And the second one is the chips. So semiconductors are going up, especially NVDA chips, which just got involved in this deal or exemption. What Trump, he just spoke about that, I think in late in the evening on Friday. So that's why we could not see that much big impact on the market on Friday. Also, Friday was not a bad day for the U.S. indices. However, despite of this Green Friday, we have seen a red uh, um, indices, like a red market all over the week at the end. Well, let's see how it's going to be, this continuation in this week, in the shortened week, because actually we are starting nicely to green at the moment, but you know exactly tariffs news coming, going. and changing, as you can see, and this can just shape completely the market. And don't forget, this week already, as we started the earnings season officially on Friday, this week is about earnings. Like, for example, Goldman Sachs just released the earnings before market hours. I'm just going to talk about this as well. Hi, Lee. Good morning to you. So traders, feel free to ask me more about the Eastern promotion. I'm just going to take it off my radar now because I need to show you the pre-market. This is what matters now. So let's see, guys. At the moment, PLTR is on the first chart, but I want to check the S&P 500 pre-market. How do we look like at the moment? And as you can see, this is nicely into the green side, 543 at the moment. On the daily chart, if I'm just checking it, because this is not my right grid here, on the SPY, I would say 543, it is a very nice number. Also, I must tell you, until we are not going to see a 550 break on the daily, this is okay, this is nice, but it's not enough yet to see a very, at least an extended continuation to the upside. Also, the change is fantastic, so it's nicely up at the moment, 1.63% already to the upside. Even if I'm just checking the 5 minutes chart, you will see it much more clear here. As you can see, it's quite of an extended gap to the upside. We broke 540, around 540 to 80, 543, the SPY at the moment. But if we just check the daily chart, you can see that this biggest green pullback day so far, which was the 9th of April. This high there, it was around like 548. So that's why I'm mentioning this 550 level on the daily, that if this reversal, it is like a real reversal to the upside, then we need to break the 550 on the SPY first. Triple Q, I assume it's going to be even stronger. Reason for that, as I've told you, great news, especially for the tech stocks, and including mainly Apple and NVDA, which are the strongest now together with AMD. Apple is up 6%, AMD 4.37, and NVDA is 3.61. But the triple Q on the daily looks great as well. Nice move to the upside. On the triple Q, as I see, it is just higher now with 1.97%, so almost 2% to the upside on the $463 level. This is the same here on the triple Q daily, which I see. It's the $470 level, which we need to see broke first, to be broken, and then it can continue through this 200 EMA, which is on the 480 and even higher. But this is still very much just a in my imagination, let's call it like that, because as you can see, this market, what we have seen last week, especially traders, one read, one red, one red, like just flip a coin and choose, right? So let's see if it's going to stay like that this week. I would say I have not seen such a huge volatile week for years. Indeed, I assume the last one, it was really back in 2020. So huge volatile week we had last week. Let's see whether it's going to be continued. Dell is up 8%. Thank you, Nitsan. Meir, good morning to you. Nice to see you. Thank you, Clifton. Clifton just posted the Easter promotion of the TFS, the TEFS. If you just go to the TEFS platform and get into the client area, you can see our great Easter promotion indeed. All right, guys, now let's see what else in the news, because now what is caused this huge optimism on the market is definitely just the Trump decision on the exception on the smartphones and the chips. This is causing Apple and NVDA to go much and much more higher, but we still have Goldman Sachs here, Pfizer, Best Buy, Dell as well as Nitsan just wrote here, Intel is jumping too. So I guess we are going to have a really, really great start of this shortened week. And again, I'm just repeating myself for the newcomers that this week is a 4 days trading day week, guys, because Good Friday, Easter is going to be closed on the market, like stock exchange closed, the trading room closed. We will have a break, just 1 day, because Monday we are back, of course. Hi, Tara. Good afternoon to you. Nice to see you, Todd. Good morning. Mohammed, yes, we have seen that. We are just going to watch the stocks. And of course, if you have any candidates on your list, please just let me know. I'm just checking the news indeed regarding the economic front, guys. Today, not too much. A bunch of FOMC member speakers starting at 12 p.m. and then 1 p.m. and so on. But until this point, this optimism, this joy about this exemption from the tariffs is just definitely getting the mood to the bullish side. And even Tesla is rising. There is some tariffs hopes on the Tesla side as well. The next exemption is going to be the Tesla EV parts. I don't know. You know what? Anything can happen. So let's just keep our ears and eyes open, traders. So Dow set for 200-point rise, S&P 500, Nasdaq sync higher after electronics tariffs exemption. Apple stock soars together with Nvidia. U.S. equity futures rise after electronics tariffs exemption. So the financial headlines are flood of this news. But let's see how the rest of the stock exchanges just made this morning, this opening already. Europe nicely to the green side on this hope. Definitely Asia as well. As I see futures nicely green, as I mentioned you. Gold again is stretched to new highs, but since then it's just made a reversal. And crypto is strong today too. Again, back to this 80, between this 84, 85,000 area. So we can just check coin again. CERT also 8% higher. I'm just going to check it, Nitsan. Thank you very much. Hi, Jennifer. Good morning. Happy Monday to you as well. Have a nice green day. And let's just check the favorites for today. So there is no doubt AMD, NVDA, Apple, all of them. We can just start with the long list. As I see, Scott already posted his list with NVDA, Apple, even INTC, AMD, Goldman Sachs, definitely another earnings stock indeed. So I'm just going to start with NVDA, AMD, Apple. I was watching, even as I mentioned you, INTC. Nitsan just called Dell, which got some news. I'm just going to talk about this as well. And what else here? All of the semiconductors related stocks can be on a watch. Lee, even your AVGO. So let's see whether AVGO can get back. And I'm going to watch coin as well, rather on the secondary list. To the short side, Pfizer did not get very good news. This is the only one which I'm going to watch. And actually maybe SQQQ if the triple Q can just stretch this move higher. And on the secondary list, as I mentioned you, I'm going to watch a little bit more, like, for example, mRNA, coin, and PLTR, let's just move to the first list because we really like trading PLTR, guys. All right, so let's see what else in here. So triple Q definitely nice and higher. Let me just check Dell, and not just the chart indeed. Ooh, beautiful, $89 already. Let me just check the daily chart. Daily chart 89. Fill the gap on the daily as I see. 89, 89, no, not yet, sorry, it's 89. 79 is going to be a gap fill on the daily. So I love Dell very much indeed. And let me just check the reason why Dell is higher. Of course, again, after Trump and administration confirmed at least a temporary rollback of some of the tariffs on technology imports from China, and Dell, as you know, exactly as just the Apple, it's very much um, let's call it like included in this tariffs because of the China part, and this is a really good news for the there, so there definitely can go to the long list. We have Best Buy here as well, as the electronics retailer sold 9%, making it one of the biggest S&P 500 winners. Monday pre-market share advanced on the back of the White House exemption of the electronic goods from its reciprocal tariffs. So very nice. Even BBY can go to our long list. Next one is Apple. As I mentioned you, as President Donald Trump announced smartphones, among other electronics, would be an exempt from reciprocal tariffs, at least temporarily. So that's why I'm just keep repeating, guys, let's just keep our ear and eyes open because actually another tariffs related news just can hit the market at any time. Unfortunately or fortunately, someone likes this environment, the other traders not. I would say I like it, but just let's be cautious. But even one headline can just flip the direction on the market very suddenly. So let's just be careful on that again. Goldman Sachs, I mentioned, as the bank got a report, an earnings report, and it just beat the top and bottom line first quarter estimate. So this is great. GS, it's higher at the moment. Let's see if it can go even higher. JP Morgan was a very nice mover last Friday. So I'm going to watch it as well. $510 almost on the GS. Nice move to the upside already, and seems like that based on the daily, it still can go even higher. Also on 520, I see a quite of a stronger resistance, not just because of this big green day of last week. It ended around this 510. 520, sorry, 510 was the pullback for the gap. Okay, so if we break, I think 510, 520 can be a quite of a nice goal to reach, and even higher, 526 is the 20 EMA on the daily chart. I'm going to watch these, and even if this push is quite strong to the upside, 540 can be in the cards because this can be a huge mover on the GS. Also, just be careful with the spread. Yes, Lee, all of your chip stocks are back in the saddle. Very happy for you. Hopefully, it's going to stay like that and cash out quickly. Or okay, don't just don't just make this, as last time. I wish you to cash out on time, okay? Because we know exactly how fragile this environment can be, and the big moves to any to any side actually, indeed. Hi Dietmar, good morning. Could be a strong bull day. German DAX is very green this time. Yes, thank you for the update. We just checked both of the Europeans and the Asian Pacific stocks as well. Everything is up on the great news of the temporarily, let's call it weakening of the tariffs rules by Trump. Hopefully, it's going to stay and not just be temporarily. But let's see. So far, it's just hyping the bullish sentiment up. So again, welcome everyone. This is a shortened week on the market. Please do not forget, as Good Friday is coming and Easter, which is one of my favorite holiday indeed. And even by the TEFS, we are ready to get a nice promotion for you. So if you are interested in our Easter promotion on the TEFS, please just sign in on the website to the client area and you will see the great bonus for all of our funded account packages. And again, just a reminder, you won't get just a bonus, but even as a bonus as me, as a private mentor, especially in student accounts and above. So if you were still just thinking on it, I would say just go and grab it. So just check the website and then you will see the Easter promotion there. Thank you. Okay. All right, guys, let's just see the pre-market again. So I'm just repeating myself, guys. Today we are starting on a very bullish tone, but don't forget, I have a little fear if we are starting it already with a huge push in the pre-market. The beginning of the day is going to be a little bit undecided. Hopefully, it's not going to happen now, but on that, I'm going to be cautious. And no economic news today, only happenings. That means that there will be a bunch of FOMC member speakers starting at 12 p.m. with Barkin, 1 p.m. Waller, and 6 p.m. very much late in the day. FOMC member Harker speaks. So VIP room traders team, have a beautiful green day for you. And as usual, I'm going to see you tomorrow again 9 a.m. sharp and doing the preparation session for you. And of course, in the TEFS YouTube trading room, I'm going to stay and trade with you. So good luck, everyone. All right, traders. So YouTube traders, let's just continue here. If you still have any great stocks to watch, because I forgot to check the CERT, what Nissan just wrote us. Oh, nice. And I love the fact that this is not a expensive stock. Beautiful, very nice. Also, this is the third big gap day on the CERT. I'm just checking quickly on the Finviz why it is just pushing higher, but looks really interesting, Nitsan. I like this stock. I'm going to put it on my list as well. Hood looks good as well. Checking. Just checking. Okay. CRT has scarce stock as I see. And let me just check the reason. Certara launches non-animal navigator solution to help drug developers reduce reliance on animal testing. Wow, finally a healthcare stuff which I just say, well done. Really, very good. You know what, Nitan? I'm definitely buying them. No, never be biased and never shows emotions to the stocks. Of course, this is our first rule. But beside of the joke, I really find that this is a great news indeed, very much. So I'm going to watch it to the long side. What else here? Hood and VKTX. VKTX, another pharma stock. Hood, as you know, not Hood, Hood. Robin Hood is just up, maybe not just because of the fact that the market is up, but even that the Bitcoin found some, let's call it like a footage here, and a nice support on 80. It's up on 80, 84,000 now. I like Hood. It's higher. How many percentage? I'm just checking. 4%. Very nice pre-market volume, and it's just checking in over the $45 level, which was a previous kind of a stronger resistance. I like it. It's a Hood. We should watch it. Coin is going to be on my list, but Hood looks great indeed. And you mentioned OJVKTX. Viking Therapeutics, which is a really big mover, in my opinion, and seems like today is just moving very nicely to the upside. Wow, even a little bit maybe too much to my taste, but you know what? This is, as I mentioned you, it's a huge mover. It can even move plus 10 more cents to the upside. Now it's up 20 cents percent 20%. So and back to this $26 level, I really like it. Next significant resistance, it's around 28.60, so we have still $2 to go. And if it's going to break this not intraday, but rather this is a daily support around this 28 and 30. If it breaks it through, this can even go towards this $35 area if it can stretch higher. I like both VKTX and Hood. I'm just going to add it plus long candidates, okay? And this is going to be VKTX and Hood. And thank you guys. This is both of them are really, really great. All right, traders. So we have 4 minutes left. Scott is here in the VIP room in the morning with us, and I think even DVG is going to join later because he already warned the traders that this is a shortened week because the Eastern, and yes, this means that we are going to be open for business and trading only Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, and Good Friday. On Friday, it's off, not just for us in the TEFS YouTube trading room, but the market is not going to be open. At least the stock exchange is not going to be open either. So traders, until that, though, we are going to have a lot to go. Earnings season is here today. FOMC member speakers only. But if I'm just checking the economic front for the next days, Tuesday we will get already Empire State Manufacturing Index and import prices at 8:30. What else here? FOMC member, of course, speakers, but just one as I see. This is coming on Tuesday. Wednesday, we will get retail sales, core retail sales, industrial production, business inventories, housing market index, CB leading, a lot indeed. Plus, even Fed Chair Powell speaks. I think this is going to be the highlight of the week traders on Wednesday in the afternoon, 1:30. Chair Powell is going to speak as well. Thursday, the usual unemployment claim, Philly Fed, building permits, housing starts, and Friday, it's a day off. Amazon checking, Tara. I think all of the tech stocks just got a boost now from this news. Not only, not only the NVDA and the semiconductors, but I'm sure the Max 7 is going to have a nice lift higher. 188.35 at the moment. I like it. Next stronger support can or a resistance can be around one. If we break the 190, then 192.3 looks very good. Everything looks like as a really, really great bounce. Again, my little concern here, it is just the following that we have seen this before. When the market is moving a little bit too much in the pre-market already, then it's not finding that easy, this direction indeed in the beginning of the day at least. So this is what I'm going to be paying attention to, whether we will see like a gap and go, or actually my dream scenario would be a little like a gap, a small pullback, and then like that, we could have a great gap and goes here, okay? All right, so let's see. Oh, we have Amir today as well. I'm so happy to hear him. So Amir is strengthening the TEFS VIP room today as well. That's a good news. I like Amir the best. Don't misunderstand me, guys. I love all of the analysts and especially Scott. I'm working with Scott for 15 years plus, indeed. Fantastic trader. But every trader has a unique style. And I think Amir's style and my style are the closest together, indeed, like setups and so on. But he's mostly just a guest analyst by us, but we are very happy to have him here. Okay, traders. And of course, you can get a VIP room access as well through the Eastern packages promotions as well. All right, so let me just check a last check on my watch list. What is in red? PepsiCo, Coca-Cola, the ones which was holding very nicely up during this nasty pullback on the market. These are pulling back now. Pepsi, Coca-Cola, J&J is not that strong. Amazon, it's 1% up, Tara, only, which I would not say it's a bad news. But regarding the fact that it's a bit weaker than the triple Q itself, I'm going to be careful with that. Same with Microsoft, IBM it's higher, 1.30, Netflix 1.60, Google 1.77, PayPal very strong, CVX on my list, Meta definitely, Tesla, Oracle, great. Oxy it's higher as well. Yeah, I've seen the oil was bouncing a little bit. All right, traders, we just started. Let's just move slowly. We have time. As I see Scott already though, called Tesla over 259 and Apple 212, 212. Just going to watch this here. Okay. Yeah, Scott is watching for a pullback as well. which means we still have a little time there to go. Okay. I'm just using the 1 minute chart usually in the beginning. NVDA looks nice, traders. Right, this is going to be the first move there to the upside. I'm still waiting though a little bit. Okay. Nice moves ahead. SPY triple Q. Pulling back, I like it. Already Scott is taking NVDA already to the long side immediately. If you're taking any early trade, be careful, traders. I mean, you know, I want to see like a really, really great reversal first to go there. Let me just check PLTR here too. Would I'm checking AMD definitely, Dell. All right, and let me just check AVGO as well. Nice. Google already breaking. That's interesting. Okay, 114 looks great on the NVDA, in my opinion. This is not bad, but I'm still waiting to be more clear here with that. All right. Okay, traders, NVDA, I want to see only a 114 entry. 114, which I'm watching. Google is pushing higher. As you can see, Dell is nicely on a pullback mode, which I like too. Hood as well. But I'm going to watch possibly NVDA over this 114 level, which can be great. Really like that. Okay. If we go there, Scott called it already 113.50. Hood looks nice as well, but only over 44.80. Hi, Emran. Nice to see you. So traders, I'm watching for a possible reversal. Also, the market is still going down, so I'm going to be extra careful here. Okay, Dell it's making a nice pullback too. I'm still watching days, okay? So Hood for a possible reversal, NVDA. We can take it 113.80. How about Tesla? I'm just going to call it soon. Also, the market is still not showing any pullback, so let's just be careful here. Okay. Here comes NVDA traders. NVIDIA, I'm going to take it over 113 and 80. I'm just going to check it soon, Kevin. 113 and 80. Stop loss is under the lows on the NVDA. That means that please be careful with the share size, okay? We always need to be careful with that share size there. All right, guys. So, market is still a bit hesitant here. We are pulling more to the downside as I see. That's why I want to take a reversal, definitely only over the VWAP, like clear. Okay, 83 is going to be my entry here on the NVDA. Scott takes Goldman Sachs over 508, and even Dell looks nice over 88. He called over 88. So I'm waiting for NVDA for the reversal. I must tell you, GS for me only 510, but it's a very enormous stop loss. I'm checking Microsoft. Just a second. Microsoft. All right, Michael, I don't know. It's just making a very interesting consolidation. I'm not sure, Kevin. I like this Microsoft. We need the market to, for sure, to at least to stop, because so far both the SPY and the triple Q are pushing lower traders. I'm still focusing on the gap and go reversals, but we need to see this market to stop actually. And it's not stopping. Things are starting to be interesting. Amir called MU in the meantime. Amir just called MU in the meantime. He called it over 73 and 60. This is a clear gap and go reversal too. So traders, everything and everyone, almost I would say, everyone is looking for gap and goes on this market. Also, this market is still pushing lower, both the triple Q and the SPY. I love MU too. MU looks nice, very nice on the daily. I still like Dell over the Viva, but at the moment, traders, nothing is stopping. So everything is pushing rather lower. That's starting to be interesting. Tesla too, by the way. So let's be careful. Don't, like don't buy anything until it's still going down. We need to see a nice stop with a reversal candle first. Wow, AVGO is just back to, it's just filled the gap actually, and even lower. VKTX I'm watching. VKTX looks very good too over 2550 for a reversal. But this is quite of a crazy mover, so let's be careful. And the market is not stopping. Amazon just filled the gap too, anticipator. Yeah, I see. I just checked in on the Amazon. MU coming back. Tesla stopped now. All right, traders, on the NVDA, we can go for 113.55 for this gap and go. So this is going to be my new entry here as the VWAP got a bit lower. I'm going to get it on 55 here. Hood looks very nice for a reversal to over 44.65. Yeah. Amir took it already over 44.50, by the way, on the hood. Hood I like as well, but only over 44 and 65. Market seems like it's stuck, but I'm still not sure it's going to make the reversal. Apple 209 checking. We will have lots of opportunity traders if these are going to go higher. Looks nice. Might I would do a 209, I don't know how to make it to be good here. I mean, like, yeah, Apple looks very good as well. All right, traders, so here comes NVDA. If you like Amir's call on the hood, he took it over 50 already. Hood, I just recall it from Amir. This is 44.60 for me only on the hood. And again, I'm going to be careful here. Here comes our NVDA too. Okay. Stop loss on the hood, trader 62 is going to be my entry. Stop loss on the hood is going to be under 44. And my entry is going to be 44.63 here. 44 and 63, but we need this market to stop in order to see any gap and goes at all, because so far it's just a pullback and it even extends to the downside. On the Apple, back to this Apple, actually, Kevin, I would like to see that as well over the VWAP first, because until I cannot see like a clear stop at least on the market. I'm not buying anything, just over the VWAP. And 460 can be a first um, serious support for the triple Q, 540 for the SPY. If we do it, these can be really great trades here, in my opinion. Tesla was called by Amir as well over 259 when he called it 1 minute ago. Okay. Yeah, and it's just going down. Nasty. I was not expecting such a straight big pullback because that was quite of a good news, right? So it was really good news here. But so far, traders, everything is just stretching, and that's not good. Legs, yes, completely. Completely. I agree on that. And as I told you, I'm going to watch this as well here. Scott getting out with an NVDA loss in the meantime, and nothing has been stopped so far. Interesting. Wow, that's starting to be really nasty, guys. But Dell is holding. Now I'm looking for the stocks which are holding. Actually, 460 did not stop yet. 540 has not stopped yet. Either the spine or the triple Q. So let's be careful. As you can see, everyone was expecting a pullback, and it has not happened. I mean, a gap and go, not like just a pullback. It's interesting. And we are still pushing lower. Not the Dell, by the way. Tough market would be slow this week. No. Baba is holding Alamu. Thank you for the news. And I must tell you that this market is starting to be a bit exhausted here, but still no clear entry here. Who has not entered? I would say fortunately. And Dell is the only one which I see it's really nicely holding. Lex, well, you know what? In this environment, seems like everything is a surprising market. I don't think so. We will get a a boring market. MA it's very strong as I see too. Interesting. Okay, Apple stretching lower, VKTX as well. Let me just check Goldman Sachs how it is doing. Tesla just touched 254 already. Goldman Sachs nicely stretching under 500. Traders, my hood trade, it's not relevant anymore, so I'm going to cancel it. Cancel both. I'm going to recall both of them if I see a nice reversal here. Okay, so I'm canceling both at the moment. It's okay. I was not expecting such a big pullback, I would say. And the market now, it's starting to be a little bit extended, in my opinion. Baba is holding as well with the Dell. I agree with that, Alamo. Nike very strong, as I see as well. It's holding nicely. How about AMD? All right, traders, now what we can do is bottom reversals. It's bottom reversals. And I like Goldman Sachs. I like even Apple over 20750, but these are the riskier type of trades. So please watch out, okay, for the share size especially. So 20 on the Apple, I would go over 20765 if we are hunting for a bottom. Scott likes PRTR over 9350. Hood looks nice over 44.20, but these are the bottom reversals, and the bottom might is still not in. That's why we should be quick and efficient. I'm just watching PRTR looks really good as well. AMD too. and even MU, but Amir just mentioned it, over 73 looks interesting. Now let me see whether this is a stronger pullback on the market. Seems like yes, at least at the moment. That means we can go with NVDA over 112 and 30. Lower share size, guys. Again, this is a very typical bottom reversal, which can be risky. Okay, 31 is going to be my entry here on the NVDA. Apple only over 207.55 for me. If you're watching Apple, Goldman Sachs, so-so, Tesla. MU was called by Amir over 73, as I mentioned you. All of them look great, but as I mentioned you, if the market is going to fall over, then you know what, D King, are you around? What do you think what I'm going to say? Short on TQQQ under the lows, of course. So seems like nice. Guys, if you have any idea, any trading idea on your side, please just let me know. I think this is a surprising follower for everyone. As you can see, even Scott, everyone like Amir was waiting for a reversal. Yes, it seems like, but only under 50. You see, very hard round number. It's ahead of us with the TQQQ. So I would go for a 15 cents partial maybe. I'm not sure if I'm brave enough to take it. NVIDIA is still holding, but if we break the lows, this is going to be a nasty one. GS continues, PLTR down, Hood continues lower. NVIDIA is still holding. AMD is still holding. Apple quite off. Dell, Tesla is closing the gap too. Yes, Tara, thank you. Traders, watch out. Here comes maybe the NVDA trade now. Oh, Amir just called my NVDA 112.30. All right, traders, here is the NVDA. I want to see 112.85 to take the first partial. Stop loss on it, it's under 111.50. So let's go if we can get a 3/4 out quickly indeed. I like Dell as well. I like MU call from Amir over 73. But now maybe I'm just going to focus on this nice NVDA. Long NVDA, vanilla, and very nice banzai. Okay, Kevin, that's great. Tara, well done. Early birds on the reversals. Very good. Guys, even AVGO looks very good here over 180, 70, 60, 70. But first we need to see whether this quite of a double bottom, it's valid on this market or not. Scott still likes PLTR for the reversal over 93.50 as well. Even AMD doesn't look bad, in my opinion. AMD over 95. Where is this neckline of the double bottom? 95.40 on the AMD. That looks quite nice as well. But we need first the market to prove that, yes, this is back. And now it's proving. Look at the SPY stretching to nicely to the VWAP. If we break the VWAP, that's a good sign, but not quite. yet. Okay. Hood, though, it's still not making the reversal. Very nice banzai. Well done. So traders, I want to take a partial on NVDA around 112 and 80. I am ready to take it soon. Okay. Still not moving there. SPY on the VWAP, triple Q, not yet. MU looks nice as well, 70 over 73. It was called by Amir. Microsoft looks nice, just checking. And Apple, surprisingly, I was expecting a little bit stronger pullback on that one. Tesla is pulling back too. All right, traders. So here is the time to take this nice partial soon on the NVDA. Nice, nice. Almost took it. I was too slow. In the meantime, market just started by the SPY. That's not good. And Dell, it's making a move too. No, no, me neither. And actually, Lex, I know that you like this reversal on the Microsoft, but I would say I would take it only over 392.30, maybe. Uh-oh, NVDA. I almost get to my partialing point, but it was so sudden I could not take my partial. Fortunately, so I'm still waiting. Very nice banzai. Quick and efficient. I'm still waiting. Hopefully, it's not going to trick me. Bit lower volume in the red candles so far, at least. Also, I'm not very happy with that. Definitely not very happy. Goldman Sachs is not doing anything. Okay. MU has not entered yet, and Amir called even Tesla 236. I think it's 256 what he was thinking of. All right, traders, market seems like it started this pullback, but not strong enough yet, unfortunately. Okay, come on. Just a second, guys. I'm just going to be here for you. Okay, come on, NVDA. Yes, this is what I'm talking about. But guys, this market is still insane. So let's be weekend efficient on the partial. And now maybe Lex, I like Microsoft. Anticipator Meta, I'm just checking. Looks nice, but it's not that nice as it used to be at that time. I don't like these big red green candles. It's just driving me crazy. Come on, market. Okay, traders, 35, 34. We are back to the entry. It's not enough. All right. And here we go, traders. I think hopefully this is going to be the profit-taking part. Nice. 112.40. Watch Microsoft do it now after you scratch it. I know. Yeah, that's a good question. Whether Tara is still holding NVDA. GS is coming back as well. I'm going to watch this VWAP there on the GS. But traders, I'm starting not liking this price action on the NVDA. I don't like the fact it could not even touch the VWAP. I'm still holding it. I'm still a bit more patient with the trade, but I really do not start like this stop here. It needs to stretch much more. Let me just check what the Apple is doing here. Because the SPY again tried to check in to the VWAP, but got a rejection. We need to the break of the VWAP. This could give another boost for this market. Wow, guys, this is a strong, very hard reversal on the market. Now, okay, I'm telling it for the fourth time that now we will see that. Now, not easy. Okay, back to the meta. I would say if it's making a nice consolidation now and it's able to break the 547, I think it might can be okay, anticipator. Because market is just making another nasty rejection of the VWAP. Also, I like the long tails on the NVDA from under. That means that the buyers are still there. Also, I must tell you, not enough yet. Not enough. Unfortunately, you are welcome. Out of NVDA, nice Tara change for Tesla. I'm checking in Tesla as well, but just on over 257. I like it. Amazing that hood is going still back and this Apple is not moving higher. Seems like that this impact was not enough for the bulls to go for it, right? PDD very strong as I see. Google Tara checking. I'm watching Tesla. I'm watching GS. PLTR doesn't look bad either over 94.25. But first of all, we should see really this market to do something finally, because this is barely can break the VWAP, which is a bit annoying. Yes, Banzai, this is what I'm watching actually. That instead of a gap and go, now it tried to go for it, but actually it's not working. Also, PRTR is still strong, GS still strong, on NVDA is still holding, but until I do not see a VWAP break, I just cannot call any more trades. AVGO looks fantastic, 180.72. So come on. Here comes Tesla. Tesla looks very good. 257. Hello, sorry, got a message in TEFS. Only position closing is allowed to tell sum of opposite orders. Quantity cannot be greater position quantity. Storm, good news. Go to the TEFS website, sign in, and there is a live support for you. They are going to help you immediately. Okay, we have some really dedicated support people here, and they are going to help you immediately. Even if you're using demo, don't worry, they are going to help you what can be the problem. Okay, feel free to ask them. That's why we are here for you. My NVDA is not here for me, as I see in the meantime. Come on, NVDA. And PDD is going up. I can't believe, guys, that the Chinese stocks are going up again. And the US stocks, even with good news, cannot go higher. I still like though Tesla over 257.50 if we go back at all. Storm, go to the TEFS website, sign in, to the client area. But even from the TEFS website, you have a support, like a live chat, and you can ask anything, okay? And you can just ask them what's going on with the demo or why this is not working. It's completely live. Guys are sitting there and waiting for your questions. You are welcome. All right, traders, last chance for my NVDA. And in the meantime, Tara, I just did decide to go with you in the Tesla. Little bit too late to call, so I'm just taking it now. I'm going to take it on 257 and 55 on the Tesla. 60, I put my entry in on the Tesla. 257 and 60. I'm going to get this Tesla here. This Nvidia is not doing still anything. Market is complete. You see, this is what I was talking about in the pre-market. If the market is moving too much in the pre-market already, then unfortunately, usually we see this undecided move, at least in the beginning of the day. This is what we see now. I just hope we are not going to fall off the cliff. Guys, here comes my Tesla, has not entered yet. So 62, 57, 60 is my exact entry. Now I did enter. And this needs to be the reversal. All right, traders, the Tesla stop loss is under 256. That means I want to see a $1.5. Yeah, I know, Dietmar. If you are sitting on your hands, that's perfect. So traders, 258.40 is going to be my first partial on the Tesla. And I'm still holding my NVDA. Okay, nice Tesla. Traders, I am ready to take off Tesla. 3/4 of the share size, 3/4 of the share size here. Very nice. Thank you, Tesla. So I'm just selling 3/4 of my share size. Okay, I took it. And I'm going to move my stop loss under the round number here with the rest. Okay. And let's go for 260. Let's just go for 260 next. Hopefully it's going to go there. And here comes our NVDA as well. Yeah, finally. And Baba does not stop. Amazing. Amazing. Partial taken. Yes, Tara, this is the TEFS family trade, Tesla and NVDA. Very nice, Salemu. So sorry I was not paying enough attention to the Baba, but you know my relation with the Chinese stock. Sometimes it's shaky. All right, traders, next one on Tesla. I'm going to take a partial around 259. And then let's see if we still can stretch. And finally, NVDA. Guys, I am ready to take my NVDA 3/4 off here. Okay. A little bit more. You know what? I feel like I should not be greedy. I really would like to see 20 more cents, especially now as I see that the chip. Yes, yes, very good. Okay, traders, here it is. Profit taking on NVDA, 75% off. Stop loss under the entry. Very good. I don't know what was that. I don't care, but we have two beautiful winners. Whew. And second partial, it's coming on the Tesla too. Finally. Okay, so 75% of NVDA, 75% on Tesla, and I'm ready to take a second partial on the Tesla. Stop loss stays on the entry, and we just go and sitting in here. Very good. I could have taken more trades, I must tell you, but this market is just totally did not show any decision for a while, and now it just got a big move. Maybe because of this usual 10 o'clock reversal, especially on Mondays, which we experienced. Here comes Hood as well. MU has not entered yet, and Amir called MU. If you like MU, you can go for it over 73. PLTR was a nice trade too, right? Tesla, it's moving back a little bit, but it's okay. Nice. DAX on new high today, Dietmar. Wow, that's a huge move. Thank you for the info. All right, traders. So I am ready to take my second partial here on the Tesla soon. And I leave my NVDA to go back to 114. Dell, checking. Dell looks really good, Nissan. Also, I'm not very satisfied with the volume though, and I would buy it only over 87.60 because there is this neckline there. AMD, it's a quite nice mover as well, but it's too late. All right, traders, here we go. I'm ready to sell a little bit more off on my Tesla trade. Tries to break this 259 now. SPY, it's on the highs almost, on the daily highs. NVDA looks great. We can put both of the stop losses on the entry. Nice push. Question whether it can be continued at all, indeed. Or this was just a big green move and comes the big red, like usual. Nowadays, at least, this is the new normal. Okay, two nice trades just nailed. And of course, I'm looking for the third one. Also, it depends on the market whether we can go for a new daily high first. AVGO was a nice one as well, the bottom reversal. And let's just watch Hood. Hood over 44.30 looks like as a very nice intraday breakout. Not yet though. Okay, watch out on the Tesla. My stop loss is on the entry, NVDA 2. And this is what I was expecting. Again, small pullback on the overall market, unfortunately. So my next trade is going to be Hood, but I'm still holding both NVDA and Tesla. Google looks like as a very nice continuation too. Apple, it's just not moving. I mean, it's still a bear flag. Amazing. PRTR doesn't look bad either for an intraday breakout. And don't forget MU call from Amir. He is going to take it over 73 if you like it. Okay, traders, beautiful day so far. And this day it's getting even more beautiful because Easter promotion started on the TEFS packages where you can get extra private mentoring with me plus VIP room subscription as well. Please just check it out after you signed in on the tefs.com website. GS looks nice too. But now again, market is on the weakening side a little bit. Not too much. It's okay. So I'm still holding NVDA, still holding Tesla, waiting for GS, what it's going to do here. Also, it's a bit spready. PRTR doesn't look bad either. And I'm wondering whether Hood can push back over the VWAP and make this 44 break again. NVDA looks like held by the VWAP, at least so far. Google nice and strong. How about Meta? You called Meta as well, traders. And again, if you have any questions, anything what I can help with, any trading ideas, please just let me know. Yeah, it made this break nice. Okay. So triple Q back to the VWAP, SPY slowly back to this 542 and the VWAP, and maybe my Tesla is going to stay just a scalp, but it's okay. And now Nvidia unfortunately giving up too. At least we have two nice green trades so far. Okay, I am out on NVDA traders, but it's okay. And actually, if it's going to get back to this 113, and I'm going to recall the trade. So far, the SPY and triple Q, though, again, as I've told you, big green, big red is coming. Just like last week daily chart on the SPY and the triple Q, now we are pulling back under the VWAP. Still holding this Tesla thing here. Webull Corporation, what happened with them? No, it's open now. Bull, it's the Webull, Kevin, right? Wow, that's a crazy mover there. I'm sure some news related on Webull. That's crazy. IPO. Yeah, I see now. Interesting. Interesting. Now seems like, guys, we need to wait a little bit again. If you have anything on the radar, please just let me know. I'm still watching this hood, MU2, and let's see whether the NVDA can go back. And my Tesla is hanging on a thread, but it's still okay. Apple is, yes, exactly, Roger. It's just not doing anything. Clearly major seller like Berkshire or similar. Yeah, something is not okay with this at all. I mean the Apple itself. Instead of going higher, it's just making a really, really nasty move to the downside. Okay, nice reversal on the Tesla. GS pushing higher too. I'm going to watch this hood here as well. Mm-hmm. Okay, market, here is something is again on brewing. Actually, traders, I'm watching even AMD. What I don't like, the only fact is the lower volume and the fact that, yes, as Roger just wrote, I just do not like the fact that the Apple is moving lower. It just can ruin the whole, actually, the whole party here. 205. If it's going to break, I don't know. It's not good. Okay. And I'm out of Tesla. Come on. Okay, guys. And now here comes the test. But you know what? I have a bad feeling that Apple is ruining the bull party, not for VBull IPO at least. And yes, Roger, you are completely right. This is our black swan today, called Apple. So what we can do to watch the stocks which are holding, and if the market is going under the lows, checking the TQQQ. XOM anticipator checking. Also, the oil stocks shown a small pullback in the morning. I see clearly giving up. Be careful though, because in my opinion, the oil is quite extended to the downside. Maybe for a scalp only. For a scalp only, I would say. That looks great. Indeed. And let's see what else here. CVNA is surprisingly weak. So now I'm trying to look for weak stocks if we do continue lower with the market, and even strong stocks. And I'm watching for the ones which are holding despite of this pullback on the market. You are welcome. All right, traders. So for example, as I see, the AMD, I still like it, by the way. MU still doesn't look bad, but there is clear that we need to break the VWAP higher. 5 below, 5.64% higher, but if this is extended already. Chinese stocks, there is no chance that they are going back. Look at that, PDD Baba, it's on the verge. Also, PDD just get back to the VWAP, so might this one, we can check it for a possible VWAP reversal. But the market now, it's moving even lower. Look at the SPY is getting close to this low again. Traders, let's watch the Apple as well, because if it's really failing on this 205 level, I think it's not going to stop. So that doesn't look good. And in case if we move even lower, then TQQQ can be a solution to trade the market. First entry under 50.20. Let's see whether we can break it through, but no clear direction on the market traders. So I'm just guessing now actually, but no clear technical confirmation on neither side. It's going to be if we break the lows or we break the highs. The SPY and the triple Q are just making really sudden moves now. 540 again and 460, as I mentioned before, when we just touch these two levels with the ETFs, triple Q and SPY, that these are really significant supports. It's still working. Question whether it's going to hold. GS still holding quite off. Apple completely gave up. Hood is not moving too much either. PDD is the only one which get back to the VWAP, but I'm very much unsatisfied with the volume of the last 15 minutes on the PDD. Unfortunately, Goldman Sachs, it still looks interesting in my opinion here. Let's see, GS. GS 505, I would say if the market is going to decide at all on the direction. It's a bit spready though. It's a split, not a bit, a lot. But I feel like if it can push over this 505, we can see a nice pullback here. PLT are reversing now to NVDA. But until we do not break the VWAP, it doesn't mean too much indeed. Now let me just check UGS. Guys has not called too much either. Like Amir just called Hood 4440. Since then, nothing. And he's waiting for this hood. The family trade on Tesla, it's over. But we had a nice winner on that. And I'm still keep an eye on this GS to the upside. But as this is very spready, I can take only a low share size. Because spready stocks can be played as well, like we can trade them, but always watch on the share size traders in this case because of the fact that it can have a 50 cents, $1 stop or nasty spread as well. So I'm going to call it only over 505 and 10. I should have bought ton of bull. Yes, and we never know that, right? What's the great solution here? So traders, I'm going to put here my entry, the stop loss on the GS, it's under 500. So really just a small share size, even with, you know what, 50 shares, we can take a nice move here. 505.20 is going to be my entry here, 25 actually, because of the spread. And the stop loss it's under 500 and small, very small share size. And I think everyone wanted to buy a lots of V-Bull. But do you have some? I hope so. INTC checking. Amir still very much likes MU. Still very much likes MU. And INTC looks really good. INTC looks really good. Anticipator, maybe. But again, push, market, push. Okay, guys, or Goldman Sachs is pushing. I want to see a 508 for a partial, between 508 and 509. And I'm going to sell 80% because of the spread now, not 75. And the market made a small pullback, but again, here comes the VWAP. All right, Goldman Sachs, $1.50 at least more to take an 80% of the share size off. No bull. GME won't stop. Rokaf again. This is a funny stock sometimes, this GME. One of the biggest meme stocks of the year. And not just the year, but the last 5 years, I would say. No, you see, guys, that's why I'm always telling you, watch out the share size. Look at the Goldman Sachs. How crazy is that? But we need a push on the market. If we got this push, it's going to help to the bank stock as well. GME, really? Oh, that was nice. It's not on my list, actually, the GME. But yes, you are right. This is a really, really nice mover today. 500,000 shares a week. Oh, nice data, nice info. Thank you. So that's why it's just going like crazy. All right, traders, so far I'm a bit disappointed in the big stocks like the Max 7. So I'm starting to look for lower price stocks here because these are actually not really working. And unfortunately, this Goldman Sachs is going to trick me. Very small share size, as I've told you, it's just for fun trade for a quick $3-4. But if it's breaking 500, I'm going to be out, unfortunately. After 2 winners, this seems like it wants to trick me. Still not sure because the VWAP is holding. That's a good news. Yes, very slow market, Alemu, as I mentioned you, and this was my fear. I don't like when my fear comes true, that the pre-market move, it was quite big on the market, like 2% higher on the triple Q already, and that means that the market moved enough in the pre-market already. That's the type of moves I don't like. Here comes the INTC. It's not going to be a fast train anticipator if you took it, but you have a chance for a 20 cents partial at least. Especially now if the market again going to push this VWAP. Amir still very much likes MU and Hood. He called Hood over 44, I think, and MU over 73. If you entered with Amir, here is the first partialing point. Fantastic. MU was very nice. And I'm still watching, especially, I must tell you, this AMD at this time, over this 96 if we get A little bit boost here, but look at this market. It just cannot break even the VWAP. Come on. Oh yes, and I'm checking out the lower price stocks, especially on my gainers and losers list. Let's see. Logi is strong, but no volume. You know what, guys? Which one we forgot completely? BBY. Maybe we should watch BBY as well. Very nice trade from Amir on the MU 73 entry. If you are in again, I would take a partial before the semi-run number and let it grow. Netflix, Kevin, thank you. Checking. Ah, BBY is not doing anything. Netflix, nice. This seems like a strong one. Looks great. Looks great. Same spready as GS. So it's an inside day, but it has some steam here. Not bad. Meta totally dead legs. Yeah, you know what? I'm always measuring the market on the meta. If meta is not moving, we cannot expect anything from this market though. Look at this PDD, it's just making this reversal. Can't believe this stock. All right, come on, GS. GS made another higher low around this 50250, which is a good sign, but we really need this push from the market to help us with the longs. Hood is getting close as well. 44.40 was the call from Amir. No, 44 actually. He just called 44 and 40 cents stop loss. I see. That's why I saw 44.40. So he's going to take Hood over 44. Looks quite good. I'm still in my GS. We really need the market to see some movements here. And as I mentioned you, the Apple and the 205 level, it's still not convincing me. It's just making a consolidation. So 50-50. Here comes the Hood traders over 44. Stop loss, it is 40 cents, as Amir just wrote. Scott likes Dell. Amir is not saying anything until we are not going to reach this target at least. Guys, I feel like I am going for this AMD over 96.05 just for a scalp. And seems like that today it is a scalping day too. Only a scalping day. PRTR coming back nicely. GS back to the green. It's a good news. But very slow market. I'm disappointed in the market, must tell you. Stop loss on the AMD, it should be under 95. But as I mentioned you, I'm going to go just for a scalp, which means I'm going to take a partial on 60-70 cents instead of 1 hour because of this undecided market. So Amir enter to Hood. Nice call on the Netflix, Kevin. I need to see nice partial time soon. Very good anticipators. I really wish for you as well that the market makes a nice push higher. Right, traders, so far I had two green trades, Nvidia, Tesla in GS on a small red and waiting for a nice breakout, intraday breakout on the AMD. Market is extremely slow. I don't like it, especially I don't like the volume. That's why I'm rather going for quick scalps. And actually I'm watching this BBY2 6350 looks interesting there. But we really need this market to break or go back at least to the daily high. This could help us already. Also, traders, I must tell you, this GS, as it is not doing anything, I have a very small share size, only I'm not going to wait until 500. I'm going to be out in like $3 loss, very small loss, because as I've told you, because of the spread and the fact that this is a big mover, you always need to be careful in the share size. So last chance, GS, or I'm going to get rid of you. mRNA, Kevin. Oh, I knew I forgot something here. mRNA checking. Looks nice, but again, biggest problem it's the volume. I can't barely see the volume bars here. So annoying. Very low volume today, guys. So watch out on that as well, please. Maybe I would not try it now because of that over 27. I'm not telling you it's not. It's a very, very nice continuation pattern. Just because we do not have a support from the market, we do not have a clear support from the volume, anything like that, you can try, but just for a scalp. Never forget that this is a scalping mode on the market now, until we are not going to see some spike in the volume and in the sentiment as well, because so far not too much. Also, if I'm checking the daily chart of the mRNA, not this is beautiful indeed. Like I must tell you, it looks like even good for a swing. All right, traders, AMD is in. And I want to see, as I've told you, like at least a 50-60 cents. Actually, the AMD made a much better stop loss now under 95.40. So that's great. There is some news in 30 minutes, right? I'm just checking it once more. So today is the 14th. 8:30, it's Canadian, 12 p.m. Actually, I see only a Barkin speak at 12 p.m. Lex. On the Forex Factory, where I'm just checking the news all the time, I cannot see anything else. Only FOMC member Barkin speaks at 12, 1 p.m. Waller, and 6 p.m., but it doesn't matter for the market anymore. Coming one more. Oh, and BBY, I'm not taking it. I can't believe that. All right, traders, so let's just go for scalps here, both GS and AMD. How about INTC? Did you get your 20? Nice anticipator. Oh, Banzai, thank you. Okay. US NY Fed 1-year consumer inflation expectation create alert in 26 minutes. All right. I just missed that, I guess. He's checking DVG because he's always getting these news. No, I cannot see on his side either. So maybe both of us, we just missed that, but thank you. Which one? Anticipator PLTR? Yeah, PLTR, I really like it. But again, we need this move. Come on. I love PLTR. I like NVDA. I like Hood. I like AMD. If you just check it now on the chart, all of them look the same. Just come on, move. All right, traders, in this GS, as I've told you, my patience is waning. So if you are not going to see a very quick move here, I'm going to get rid of it. I just do not like this very slow move. I'm still on my AMD. Also, this I don't like this nasty rejection either. Yes, Banzai, everything looks so nice, like a perfect intraday breakouts. Just the market does not support us. Look at PRTL, look at NVDA, look at AMD. So everything perfect. Just the market is not. We just missed the market. In the meantime, traders, I'm just going to warn you again that this is a shortened week because Easter is here and we are going Easter egg hunting on Friday. I'm just kidding. Actually, I'm going with my kids. But the market is going to be closed, so like the trading room as well and the stock exchange too. So this week it's a 4 days trading week, and don't forget that Easter promotion is here on the TEFS. Just go to the TEFS website, sign in, and there are huge promotions with plus extra private mentorings with me. Okay, guys, in the meantime, here comes my AMD first partial. Finally, I'm going to get 80% out. I don't care. It's just this market is just not doing anything at all nicely. GS, slowly but surely. Apple, come on, good morning. Break 206, please. Now, this could give a boost for the market. This could give that. 40.45, I'm going to take a partial on AMD, guys. This is really scalping time on this market, nothing else. I hope it's going to change, but so far it's really not changing. You're just stretching this consolidation here on the 462.50 with the triple Q and 542.50. We don't need too much by the GS though. Just a last push. Everything is just staying silent here still without this market help. Apple is trying to make a reversal here from this 205. You see, I've told you 205. It's held so far. It's holding so far, at least. But I don't like this AMD move. I don't want to see it back under 96. So traders, I'm still holding full share size AMD, small share size on GS. And in 10 cents, I'm going to take my 80% of the AMD. Reason for that, market is completely dead, low volume. I'm going for scalps only because of that. And that's it. Okay. AMD, nice. No, look at that. The bulls are not able even to push this market to the run number 543. Very slow day so far, especially in the last 30 minutes, in my opinion. Here we need a last push. Okay, guys, taking 80% off on the AMD, as I've told you, on this 96.35.40 area. Here we are, 36.40, perfect. This is what I wanted. Just clicked on my sell button, 400 shares, stop loss to the entry, and let it run. GS is reaching $3. As I put my stop loss under 502, I'm ready to take a small partial here too. Let's go for a 75% off on the GS. And again, this is clearly a little bit like a scalping day with this really slow market. 75, 507.30. Tesla is breaking too. 97 is going to be my next partial on the AMD. And I just took a small partial on GS. I just do not want to let it run against me at all. A bit more than $2, it's okay. All right, traders, so 4 winners so far. Also, only on the NVDA, I could make 2 partials, GS, AMD, and Tesla. They were the 1 partial scalps. And here comes back AMD is going to be out under 96 traders, 96. GS is going to be out just slightly under 905. So I keep my run numbers as stop losses. And the SPY, again, not moving. XOM took me out and now started even, anticipator, sorry to hear that, but you see, this is so much typical on that day, like days when the market is undecided. We have seen it so many times, and now the time just arrived to ask you how is your trading day. I'm just making a poll, guys, as usual. And again, we have a green option, we have a red option, and I'm just going to add a no trade, because if you felt like this is not for you, I completely understand you. And always, always remember that staying out of a trading day, it's not weakness. It's actually it's a wise decision. When you are not feeling well with this environment, don't push it too hard. Don't force it, because it's going to get worse rather than better at the results. So let's see how is your day today. I get a very nice 4 winners day, so no complaint. Also, as I've told you, 3 were rather scalps and not big movers. Hood is making a very nice move, traders. Here it goes for 50 cents. I really like it for a profit-taking partial if you are in. Good day for you, 3.5. Very good. Cheap stock scalps. Of course, what else, right? So traders, I'm still keeping GS and the AMD as well. Both of them, the final stop loss under the round numbers. And who'd finally made the first partial here on 44.50? It was Amir's call from the VIP room. Nice, 67 in the green, 17 into the red, and note rate 17. Not fun to watch Microsoft right now. I know, Lex. I don't know. There's rest of the big tech stocks today, they were not nice at all, in my opinion. Maybe Google. Google pushed higher and higher. Now finally, but Lex, actually, if you just take a look at the technicals on the Microsoft, I hate the characteristic of today of this stock. I mean, it has so nice space to go, so nice ATR to feel still on the daily, but it's not going. So this is when I was just calling for missing the sentiment. And I know how you feel. Okay, guys, 57 into the green, 21% did not trade, which is completely okay. And red side, be careful with these days, guys, because this can just push you. First of all, as Amir he was just talking that yes, I always have an idea in my head, but I have the chart in front of me. So it doesn't matter what kind of idea you have and what do you want to see from that stock. If the chart, if the sentiment, if the technicals are not supporting you, and unfortunately, this anticipation is not going to come through, and this is hard to admit actually, or to accept. I know, because I was in your shoes if you had something like that. And please never forget, if you have any struggle in trading, or if you have any questions regarding the TEFS accounts, private mentorings, anything like that, you can always just drop me an email. Okay, but still very nice. Most of you just ended in green. Of course, the market is still going on. I'm out slowly from everything, as I see. INTC was a nice one at the end. Happy for you, anticipator. And I like your name. I was the biggest anticipator like 10 years ago, I must tell you, or 15. It was hard to get rid of it. But sooner or later, chart and the stock is deciding, traders. So don't be don't be disappointed for today. It was not an easy environment as well, and it's still not over. As you can see, the market literally is moving in a very, very small range for today. If we are or if we are just checking, the chart without the gap. Indeed, and especially in the last 30 minutes, it's just horrible, and the volume is just completely decreasing. I must tell you, maybe everyone is just getting prepared for the Easter, or I don't know what's happening here. AMD hanging on a thread, GS2 with the last shares in the meantime. Thank you for the participation. All right, guys. So indeed, my time is running out slowly. Yes, Banzai, I think the same. Completely think the same. I'm just watching EL now, traders. This was very, very strong. But it's over again. Scott just mentioned FU2, FUTU, maybe for a VWAP reversal. Oh, no, he did not call it though. Not an easy day, not an easy day. It started interesting, very interesting start after a nice news and powerful pre-market move to the upside. Just gave up completely, and since then the bulls just cannot get back to this pre-market strength. So let's be careful, guys. Really high alert if you are going to stay trading. As Banzai just told, we will get a news soon, which can make some change in the market environment. Hopefully it will, because this is just not doing anything. And at 12 o'clock, we will get FOMC member speakers starting. By the way, usually when we do not see any moves in the morning, like today, we've seen a big pullback and since then quite nothing. Around 11:30, things are changing. Not every day, but it's quite common. Okay, so watch out of that as well. But now let's just wait for the news at 11 o'clock. Even no more news from the no more calls, sorry, from the VIP room. Guys are just sitting on their hands. And I see some strength finally on Apple. AMD is back to 9630s. That's good. Microsoft is still pushing. You know what? Let's not just watch Microsoft here. J&J. Thank you, Banzai. 10 minutes till the news, exactly. SPY, triple Q, waiting for the news, maybe. Traders, AMD is still in this consolidation mode. Let's see whether it can make it. Stop loss in on 95. It was hanging on a thread. The GS is just moving around. Too. PITR was a nice one if you are still holding it. What a slow day. Wow. Maybe it's going to speed up now, hopefully. Need to see something. Let me just check whether mRNA broke the 27 or not. Oh, volume disappeared from this market now. I feel like we are just before Christmas. Or the first day of the new year, right? Now everyone is a bit freaked out of these new updates on the tariffs all the time. I would not be surprised if some of the traders, they just tell it, okay, I'm just setting aside. I just don't get it. This whole market now. It's very important in this environment, traders, to have someone to ask. Like, don't trade alone. Yes, Lex. Hopefully, let's see. I still cannot see it fully working yet, at least. Hood is still doing great though. If you took it 44, and I've told you on 44.50 to take the first partial, if you just leave your stop loss under 44, this still can move a bit higher. Mara gained momentum and is heading up. Yeah, I completely missed this Bitcoin stocks today though. I was expecting the moves from the Max 7. Oh yeah, this was a perfect VWAP reversal. NJ too. I was not focusing on the right stocks. Mara, beautiful. How about coin? Coin is stretching too. Looks nice till the coin too to move higher. Traders, if you have not taken any partials yet on the GS, let's see whether it can break this 508 now. News coming in 9 minutes, and finally I see some volume and some move on the market. Nvidia is under the VWAP. Apple is completely stuck here. I'm here just just repeated that NVDA is completely dead. Well, of course. Now here comes the OGS. Slightly broke the 508. It still should go higher. All right, traders, until we are waiting for the news, I'm just mentioning you again the great sales, Easter sales on the TEFs. So if you are interested in any of the funded account packages or challenges, this is the time to grab it with extra mentoring with me guaranteed, plus even VIP room subscription and a lot more. And the market is definitely waiting for this news now. Okay, I just check in for the promo sales for a sec. And our GS is going. Guys, if you are still in GS, second partial 510, just before 510. Unfortunately, AMD is not doing anything at all. Checking Baba. Baba. Yeah, for me it's a bit extended, but by Baba you never know. So I can imagine that it's just pushing $2 to the upside. I would though rather go for reversal now, anticipatory, especially before this news. Okay, Goldman Sachs is still doing great. Rest of the big stocks is completely dead, unfortunately. PRTR Hood is still doing good. My AMD, I think it's going to be stopped out soon, but the GS is making the move. Finally. Okay. Okay, anticipator. You know what? As I've told you, for a quick scalp, you can take every breakout, but really it should be quick, and not everyone likes scalping, which I completely understand. Okay. All right, traders. I think slowly I'm just going to call it as a day. Crazy day, actually. Crazy because I was not expecting that. I was expecting a much better move, but I'm just going to show you the reason here. I think Apple is the reason. why we could not just push higher. Not only Apple, but one of the reasons why the market could not just push higher. I think this is definitely the reason here. Traders, I think I'm just going to close this AMD trade here. This was just enough. And let this market decide. Hopefully the news is going to help for the market to decide whether it wants to go higher or lower. It's going to be released in 5 minutes. And FOMC member speakers too, of course. Okay. And look at that market again pulling back. I can't believe this. Hope you took the partial on the GS, guys, and I'm out of AMD. That's it. Strongest on my watch list is still Baba, Baidu, Nike, Apple, Netflix, also Apple. It's just a big disappointment. Google is still very strong, by the way. Oracle 2.61% higher. But like now, none of them looking really promising in my opinion. And I check PDD last, but not least. No, PDD is completely dead too. All right, traders, I think I'm just going to call it as a day. Interesting day for sure. Also, I hope you enjoyed trading with me, and not just with me, but like with the TEFS Trading Room family here. And I really do appreciate your participation here, your interaction. It's really good to trade together and not alone for sure. If you like the stream, please just give us a thumbs up. Don't forget to check out the Easter promotion if you want. And of course, see you tomorrow. Have a nice rest of your day. Watch out and be careful with this market, guys, because especially when now the inflation expectations coming from the Fed plus the FOMC member speakers, then this can be a little bit more hectic. So seat belts on. Thank you, everyone. See you tomorrow and stay safe. Bye.